Yo, what up everyone, it's TyranitarTube, and Sun and Moon news is about to get crazy. You guys know that for these past few weeks, Sun and Moon news has been lacking. It's kind of weird, we got reveals like every other day, and then now it's been almost 8 days with nothing revealed, but there's evidence that there's gonna be a cluster of information revealed very soon. Stay tuned till the end of this video, there's a lot I want to talk about, but for now, let's just get into this. So I know it's been a few days, so let me get you back on track. So the last information we got was on September 20th, where they dropped a trailer revealing the 2 monkey Pokemon, as well as Lycan. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think enough of you have said that. My bad, man. Seriously, sometimes I'm really stupid when it comes to pronunciation. You guys know the 2 monkeys. You got Passimian, who is Pass plus Simian, and you got Oranguru, which is Orangutan and Guru. And then we had Rockruff's evolution, which is Lycanroc, a combination of Lycanthrope and Rock, but that too was split between versions, so we got Midday Lycanroc and Midnight Lycanroc. But then they ended off the trailer showing off more Z moves, and they showed us Eevee's Z move, where it freaking calls upon all the Hokage Eevees, and it was the first Z move we saw that actually boosts stats. Like, up until this point, we thought everything was just a one-hit KO move, so everyone had this one shot at killing anything, which it seemed a bit weird. But now that they're introducing support Z moves, and probably, like, imagine a Z move where you attack and switch out, there could be a lot of cool ideas coming out. So now your speculation hat has to come on, because this is some real speculation. It seems Pokemon's pretty much taking a break this past week with the news, but it seems they're starting to reveal more news starting now. Check it out. Remember Alolan Exeggutor being a grass dragon type, and it used that new move where it just slaps you. It's so rude. LeBong. What did you bong? Don't say it, bong. You said it 3 times. According to Cerebi, in their latest Neko Mario Time episode, which is just a Cat Mario episode, they showed off more on this move. So they showed off what the move is called, Dragon Hammer, which is a physical dragon attack where it just headbutts you. What other Pokemon could have it? Probably most physical dragon type Pokemon. I think I've said this before, but one thing interesting about introducing this dragon move is the fact that they're making dragon type Pokemon more common. Like in Gen 1, there was one series of dragon type Pokemon, and that's probably why Charizard wasn't even a dragon type, because they wanted to make it more divine and rare. But with Gen 5 and Gen 6, they're already on the direction to making it a more common type and getting rid of anything that's OP about it. So when you see moves like Dragon Hammer introduced, it could be like a priority move, it could be a recoil move, it could be so many things, because we already have a few dragon moves, but not enough to make it one of those common types. But funny enough, that's all Pokemon has been doing this past week in terms of Sun and Moon and what they've revealed. But on the other end, in terms of leakers and people who can't keep their mouths shut when working at Nintendo, there's things to expect in terms of tomorrow. I'm gonna try my best to make sense of this for you, because this is super confusing, but it actually is supported. You got sites covering this, you got people in the comments of different sites actually speculating about this, because this has been real so far. Now here's the thing, when it comes to covering certain speculative topics or leaks, I don't want to cover them unless I feel there's something that could be made out of them, but PokeJungle has been covering this set of leaks since the beginning, so I want to give them the shout out for this. But check this out. So it all starts with this. This is the Chinese rumor leaks from way back. These, we don't even know if they're real or not, and usually when leaks like this pop up, you're supposed to put the stamp on it that says fake, but these, they're free still. They're not sure whether they're fake or not. It started with these scans predicting and telling us certain things, like for example, no traditional gyms or a Pokemon League existing in Alola, which is pretty much confirmed at this point. One of the things here talk about diamond stones that are collectible through the region, which is exactly Z crystals. They predicted a rugby monkey Pokemon, which is close to Passimian, as well as a sea cucumber Pokemon, which is Pyukumuku. And they also said that Rockruff's evolution is a werewolf, and that Marshadow is gonna have a unique type combination. This was the start to the Chinese rumor leaks, but the same person who posted these Chinese rumors has actually been doing something these past few months in the corner of the internet. And you're gonna laugh when you hear this, but it's riddles. They've been throwing riddles at us. And I'll tell you the reason I can't personally look into these details, and it's because the details are too fine. Like, the credibility started with him predicting a poison fire type, which turned out to be Salandit. And it was after that prediction that these scans really started to surface with credibility. So look at this. You see the user who posted this? I want you to think about your favorite story, okay? It could be like a TV show, it could be a serial, or like a manga, okay? Imagine the writer told you everything up until the ending. Now, if you're a leaker who can't keep your mouth shut, you're either gonna tell everyone the ending, or you can be a good guy and just drop hints in the corner of the internet for no one to notice. He did that. So this is how it went. Sun and Moon were announced. Nothing else, okay? Nothing else. We don't even know what they looked like. It was at this point that we even thought Sun and Moon was gonna have like X and Y graphics, little chibi characters. I'm laughing now because we don't have them, but I would have been fine even if we did have chibi characters. But while we're having fun in this period, this person posted a picture of Pyro and Zubat. This is posted on 420, but the day we saw the mascots was on May 10th. 3 weeks before Solgaleo and Lunala were revealed, he showed us a lion and a freaking bat. But hey, that is a crackpot theory, okay? That means nothing, or so you would think, but then there's more. Later on, he posted a picture of a Pikachu covered in a sheet. And soon after, Mimikyu was revealed. That looks Pikachu in a sheet. This too is just asking for a tinfoil hat, but when you think about the fact that someone could know these details and may actually be dropping real hints, it starts to make sense. A few days later, he set his profile picture to a stuffed owl, a cat, and a sea lion, and days later, the 3 starters were revealed. Let's skip a bit. He posts a picture of rock, paper, scissors, and a picture of innards. And what do you know, days later, Pyukumuku's born, who's literally has a mouth in his hand, and I don't think too far into Pyukumuku. Look at that, a freaking sand fort with a shovel on top of it. My freaking tinfoil hat is turning leather. I don't know if you realize, but this means that since February, he's been predicting everything. Aristotle, this sculpture right here, okay? The day is September 7th. We don't know what the hell this guy means. And then Ultra Beasts come out. I could go through all this. He predicted Oranguru. He predicted freaking Passimian. Even pictures like these don't have everything he's done. Like, for example, he posted a cloth with the freaking skeleton on it before Team Skull's reveal. Now it's starting to make sense. There's a dude who keeps getting these leaks correct. Who are you? So now that we're here, let's look into modern leaks that haven't been solved yet. So here's the first one. In this picture, you can see Rockruff, and beside it, its 2 evolutions. But its 2 evolutions are put together in the same box, suggesting that in the Pokedex, they would be considered 2 different versions of the same Pokemon. But if you see here at the top, the final starter evolutions, which at this point, it's hilarious to see how lightly people are just like, yeah, those are the final starters. If you guys remember, officially, Pokemon has been saying for freaking months that Rockruff has this special secret with the starters. And with the recent trailer, we were thinking that maybe each starter gets a version exclusive form for each version. But you can see here that it's suggesting it's not, because the starter evolutions are not cut in 2. So this is supposed to hint that the secret shared by Rockruff and the starter evolutions is not the day and night version exclusive forms. You guys remember that one of the hints was that there's going to be an Aristotle Pokemon, but now that you know that the Aristotle Pokemon was talking about the Ultra Beasts, it's starting to hint that maybe the Ultra Beasts might be Pokemon themselves, or at least like Pokemon. And I know what you're saying. I always get this all the time. So many people are saying that they're not Pokemon, because you look on their site under Pokemon, they're not here. You got all Pokemon, Alolan, Legendary, and Starter, and they're not even under Legendary. So where do they belong? I think the biggest opportunity you get with these Ultra Beast Pokemon is making it a boss battle, because this is the best way to throw in a Pokemon that you can encounter, but not necessarily catch without it being weird. Like in Sinnoh, if you could go up to the Hall of Origin, and you could find Arceus, but you couldn't catch it, it's kind of weird, because Arceus is still a Pokemon, and Oak kind of wants it in my Pokedex. So when you think about the Ultra Beasts, you think more about these virus and insect-like mutant freaking trainers. And yeah, you got images like these floating around, which hint that Ultra Beasts could be obtainable and maybe Pokemon, but those are all fake. Up to this point, we don't know whether Ultra Beasts can be obtained. But the third one is that in this image, which is posted by the leaker, by the way, this is the layout from the leaker's page, they post the Ultra Beast Pokemon between the legendaries and like Tapu Koko, which is like a semi-legendary. And then they have the Alolan forms after that, when I would assume that like the Alolan forms, like an Alolan Rattata, would come after like Pikipek, but I guess they're all after the Pokedex. It's really weird to be messing with like fine details like this, but this is where we get to the biggest news of all, everything that this has been leading up to.
The Chinese riddler implies we are getting news tomorrow. The riddle said there was a Chinese character that I posted before, but even after the reveal of the Z-Ring, no one's making the connection. Now, I have discussed with many other people. No one on the Chinese forums has got it right yet.
So let me try to explain this. The phrase Zenryoku Waza has been apparently used to describe Z moves before, and according to a Smogon user known as Cresselia, that might even be the reason they're called Z moves in the first place. It may not even be because of Zygarde, it may be because Zen equals all or entire. But when you translate it, it's seemingly supposed to drop tomorrow, the information on Z-Ring. Whether this could be how Z-Rings relate to Mega Evolutions, how you obtain Z Crystals, it could be anything. So the fact that on his site right now, he just posted, what? That's you? No, it's not. He just posted a hint on Z Crystals, something that hasn't been published, and he seems to be talking about something we don't know about Z-Ring. And if you guys want to click the link in the description to this page, you can see a lot more things. Like, for example, if you scroll a bit further up, you see this image where he notes the design on this one girl's t-shirt. And in other words, they're hinting at a toucan Pokemon. You know, Toucan Sam, the fruit roll-up Pokemon. Just think back to this if a toucan Pokemon ever gets revealed in the future, because all these details we haven't been able to see in the moment, but now that you've seen the toucan before, let's see if this prediction actually comes true. But now guys, to end it off, there's one more thing that we have to talk about, and that is the demo for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Earlier we knew that there is a trial version for Pokemon Sun and Moon in the works somewhere, whether it could be a downloaded demo or like a demo at a convention. There's some sort of demo in the works, and we just got confirmation that the demo does exist, because Nintendo in Italy put a press release saying that they weren't able to feature the demo version of Pokemon Sun and Moon, which means that there has to be a demo. No one words it like that unless there's a a demo. So I don't know when, actually this month, because there hasn't been a lot of news revealed, they could be issuing a demo downloadable to everyone. That'd be epic, especially with Sun and Moon. It's so demoable. You got 4 split islands. Just make us do like one task on a random island, and that's the end of the demo. We've heard both trial and demo, so at this point, it seems obvious that there has to be some sort of pre-game snippet before the game gets released. But actually, guys, there's one more thing, and it's actually about Jangmo-o. This is the dragon-type Pokemon, and there's something about how it was described in a magazine. Here it says that Jangmo-o's soundproof ability blocks Mega Gardevoir's hyper voice. We don't need any more details than this to confirm that Mega Evolution is going to exist in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So when you compare this to Z Crystals being maybe something that's going to be expanded more on tomorrow, we have to be getting something related to Mega Evolutions very soon. Whether they're going to introduce more Mega Evolutions or not, we don't know, but at least the 50 or so Mega Evolutions that have existed have to be in this game. The road up to Pokemon Sun and Moon has been strong. We got so much news compared to ORAS and X and Y's build-ups, but we gotta get back on our playthroughs for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Pokemon Insurgents having Delta Pokemon and essentially being one of the best games to play for the road up to Pokemon Sun and Moon. I mean, Delta Pokemon are Alolan Pokemon. I really missed that series, and I definitely do owe the playthroughs back for in time for Pokemon Sun and Moon. So while there's still gonna be these dive discussion Sun and Moon videos, I'm gonna be re-inputting back Insurgents. You guys know my Insurgents episodes. I edit them a lot, and because of that, they take me like the whole day to produce, and that's why it's so hard to get them to come out. So what I want to ask you guys in Insurgents is whether you guys would want multiple episodes a week with less editing, or a few episodes a week with a lot more editing involved. You guys know me, I love to edit my videos, throw animations all over the place, but if it means getting these episodes out faster and for you guys to enjoy them more, I'm definitely gonna be okay with putting them out the way you guys want them. So let me know in the comments below, and also let's get back to Sun and Moon. Let me know your thoughts on tomorrow's potential news and what it could mean for Mega Evolution. So anyways, guys, be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. I really appreciate you guys tuning into this, and as always, guys, keep playing, keep laughing, and keep believing. See you in the next video. Peace.